Hey there, comic fans. This is Comic Fan. We've got a couple contest videos, and I decided to do some entries. Two today. One for Bigeez Comics, and another for Undisputed Frost. Two of these guys I've recently started enjoying. I've been watching for quite a while. They've been watching me. I watch them. So let me tell you a little bit about these two fine YouTubers. Bigeez Comics, who has a personality all his own, almost seems like he was meant to do YouTube videos. He's got a knack for them that is surprisingly in a few short months, under a year. I think he's been doing videos under a year. He's been able to get quite a few subscribers. He's got about almost 300 right now, and he's that's a little mind-boggling to me how somebody that's relatively new can generate subscribers so quickly, and that's mostly because of that's who he is. He's very likable guy. I've talked to him on numerous occasions. He does both of these guys do what some people don't do, is they interact with the community. They get out there, they talk to people. Some of their videos are thought-provoking, and that's what I like. So I'm going to start off with Bigeez video contest submission was all about 5 to 10 books that you want to go out and get slabbed. Okay, so let's start off with this. Captain America, number 6. Both the variant edition and the regular edition. These are two books. I'd like to see what the grade is. Actually, most of the books I have today, not so to the point where I want a perfect 9.8 out of them. I'm more curious to what the grade would be. So these two here are something I'm pretty curious about, although I'm a little leery about these because I think these are going to need a pressing, and I don't know how high the grade's going to be. I mean, it's not likely to be a grade because you got some creases on the spine there. So, it's one of those things where you're crossing your fingers and seeing what will happen. For those who don't know, those are the first appearance of Winter Soldier. And just the fact that they're really amazing covers. They're just great. All right, next one. I'm going to go with Astonishing Tales number 25. And let me tell you why I'd like to go with this. This was a book that was almost pretty much brought back from the dead. It had moisture damage. Not necessarily water damage. Water damage is pretty much apparent throughout the whole book with the water stains and whatnot. Moisture damage mostly happens when you have a rippling of the pages or cover or what have you, and it doesn't show the stain. This one was pressed and cleaned and through Rocket Comics, who you guys know I associate myself with quite a bit. And they did a great job. I think that, like I said, they pretty much brought this book back from the dead. And you guys seen it in one of my earlier videos. I think they had a before and after of this book, and you guys can go check that out. It's just a really book I would like to have graded to see exactly how far along it's come. That's always fun. And let's see. You know what? I actually have a lot of Silver Age appearances I would love to get graded. They're not in the best grade, but I'm very curious as to what kind of grade they would get. This one I think you've seen these before, but since we're on the subject of things I want to get slabbed, we'll go with Batman number 171. It's the first Silver Age appearance of the Riddler. These are not gem mint, of course, but like I said, since we're on the subject, I want to know what kind of grade they get. Batman 181. That's got a date stamp on it, which doesn't bother me a bit. And yes, it does. I have the centerfold. Yes. Also, Batman 189, first Silver Age appearance of the Scarecrow. Along with that, Batman number 155. That's first Silver Age appearance of the Penguin. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Let's see. We're gonna throw in also the first Silver Age appearance of. Oh, hold on. I got a call. Oh, that one's gonna have to wait. Even though it's my brother. And yeah, I'm gonna keep it in there. I'm not gonna edit this. Oh, okay. So this is a low-grade copy, but I've seen a lot worse. It's Batman number 21, the first page appearance of Mr. Zero, who comes later to be known as Mr. Freeze. Okay, now this part of the video, I'm also going to go and divvy this up, although I'm not going to edit it. I'm going to dedicate this part of the video to Undisputed Frost. Now, Undisputed Frost has a great attitude about him as well. I really enjoy his videos, and he's one of those people who has a segment called Comic Thoughts. Now, Comic Thoughts is a segment of his videos where he actually proposes a question or a thought to his viewers, and engages the viewer to answer back, and he corresponds, and they go back and forth about it. And he's come out with some really good topics, some that I wish I had come up with myself. And like I said, he's also a relatively new YouTuber. I wish I'd have a little bit more interaction with him as far as, having a chat with him. And maybe in the future we'll have something like that. So his subject is show a holy grail. I mean, a grail of yours. Any of them. Doesn't have to be old, doesn't have to be new. In my case, mine just happens to be old. And I couldn't narrow it down to one. I narrowed it down to 3. Okay? So this was one I just have. It's actually about a month old. So at the moment, this is one of my Grail books as well. Batman number 121. It's a book I've always wanted. Now, before we even go any further with that, I'm sure there'll be another Grail that comes along later in my life that trumps this one. And let's cross our fingers. Let's hope that happens. But I have 3 of them that are actually very fond of my collection that took a lot of hard work to get. This is one of them. Another one is this one, X-Men number 4. It's not in the best shape, but it's mine. It's one that I've had probably for about 20 years now. And I couldn't be prouder of it. It's just one of those books I've always wanted. It's one of those books I don't really care what the grade is as long as it's mine. I didn't put too much into it, which makes me even more happier. X-Men number 4, of course, the first appearance of the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, which consists of Magneto and Toad and Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. Really cool stuff. My last book, which is also not very old at all in my collection, but is an old book, is a Tales to Astonish number 35. Now, even though this has somebody else's name, I've claimed it as my own. It's a book that is in probably a better shape that I could afford at the time, but I'm glad I got it. And it's just something, it was never on a list of any of mine, but, sometimes you get these books that show up in the middle of nowhere, not even thinking you could ever afford it. And luckily I jumped on this. So I hope this satisfies the criteria for both videos. If not, let me know. So this is the contest submission entry for Bigeez Comics and Undisputed Frost. I hope I did well. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go check out their videos, And I'm going to go ahead and leave links for these guys down at the bottom of my video. In the meantime, I'll see you guys soon. Should have a haul coming up sometime soon. Don't know how big it will be, but it should be worth it. In the meantime, you guys stay tuned. Happy hunting. This is Comic Fan. Bye-bye.